star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome. It is a Thursday night, and you know what that means. Colby Rebel Live, and it's a date night tonight. I thought we could all use a good date. So last week, as you know, I had my students here, and that was so much fun. They were amazing. We had a great time, and they loved it. They got to kind of see these things in action. They really were so excited about the caller. So thank you all for calling in and kind of just listening to their journey a bit as well. That was really, really fun. And we had 4 days after that, 4 very intensive days where those poor things were tested, blind tested. They had to do a reading without any response, and very nerve-wracking for them. But they did so amazing. I was so proud of them, and we had a really, really good time. And we got to play around a little bit with bowling. I'm not the best bowler, you guys. I know, shocking, right? I'm not that good at it. But I enjoy it. I actually kind of enjoy bowling. Bowling is something I would like to be good at, but I would guess it would take more practice. But it was really, really fun. We had a great, great time. So what we're going to do, we have a lot to go over tonight. As you may have noticed, there's an energy in the air that kind of happens in the month of October. There seems to be a shift of the veils between our world and the spirit world. And then, of course, we have Halloween around that, which kind of adds to that mystical energy, which is really fun. But ironically, you may find some trouble with people's energy or communication. Things get a little odd. Electronics tend to kind of go poo-poo, or there's something odd going on. Even where I live, we've actually had a couple power outages, and there's no need for it. It hasn't been hot, so it's not like people's air conditioners are on, but it keeps triggering these power outages. So crazy stuff is going on. Now, remember, if you want to call in here, you just give me a call at 323-992-3115. So 323-992-3115, and be a good caller. Make sure all those external noises are off. You're in a quiet space. You know what you want to ask, because it makes it so much more fun. We can just dive in and get right to it, right? Now, some such exciting news that I cannot wait to share with you. On October 10th at 10 p.m. on the El Rey Network, I will be on the Chuy Martinez show. And I have to tell you, this guy is the nicest guy. And you would think that he's all macho. No, putty in my hands. He was fabulous, and we had such an amazing time on this show. I don't want you to miss it. So it is October 10th. At 10 p.m. on the El Rey Network. So just check your listings to see if you have that channel, or if you can get it. Maybe you can just get it for that one show. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you get to watch it and tune in with me. Now, in October, we have a lot going on. This Sunday is our Sunday service in LA. So this is a service filled with messages. You have professional mediums from the other side delivering messages to those on the other side, and we have a professional talk with Yusan. So Yusan Shin is going to give a great talk about the flow, and then we have Shelly, we have Jules and Lima. They're giving messages from loved ones, right? And again, that perfect time when the veil is the thinnest. So that is this Sunday. Make sure you RSVP and you save your seat, because we get so busy. And if our seats fill up, we can't allow you to come in. So make sure you use that link and come out and hang out with us, right? Now, in October, I'm doing the 2-day platform. So what is platform? Platform is when you're connecting to spirit and you're delivering messages to larger groups or audiences. So there's so much to it. It takes a lot more confidence, a lot more precision. Your evidence needs to be a lot more clearer, precise. And I love teaching this workshop. And even if it's not really your goal to do that platform, it's an excellent 2-day workshop just to help you build your self-confidence. Talking in front of a group, building that up. So it's a lot of fun. There's only a few spaces left, so make sure you grab yours and come spend that weekend with me. And then the last thing, so this week here, I started my private mentoring with our fall series. That sold out. These always sell out, all of them. So that one sold out. We just got started. They just had their first lesson the other day. Now, the last one of 2019 is coming up in December. So it's a really great one. Like, how do you want to knock out your year? Do you want to have some personal training? What are you stuck with? Are you just looking to kind of figure out how this all works? Or are you building your business and need some business training, coaching? So it doesn't matter the level. I work with all levels on this, and I have a great time with it. I really, really do. So that's a lot of fun. So make sure, if that's something you want, sign up, because again, once those spots are filled, it will be closed. And I'm not sure when my next one will be, as I have a lot of travel coming up in the new year. So, you want to probably hop in while you can. And that's it. Yeah. So as you go through October, as you get through this month, just know and understand that people may be a little more sensitive, right? So be mindful of your words and your actions. Be more patient with people. The traffic gets a little crazy, right? As you know. And also remember to play. People forget to play when it's Halloween. They get so serious. And it's a wonderful time, even if you're an adult, to get out there and play. Why not dress up? Why not have a little fun in your fantasy world with your imagination, right? So don't forget to do that. And we've got a couple more shows in October, some exciting shows coming up. So you don't want to miss out. But I just wanted to give you that little October pep talk about the energy, because I've noticed, and my students have noticed, a big shift, a big change with that energy, things starting to move. People, you may feel a little bit in a slump too, right? You may feel a little like, why isn't this happening? Or I'm not feeling energetic. Again, it's just that shift of, you've got that daylight savings time. You've got the energy of October and the veils and the worlds. And it also is that time of reflection, right? We're hitting the last quarter of 2019. So you may be saying, hey, did I reach my goals? Or why am I still in the same place? Or why isn't this happening? So all of that comes up. We have a lot of things coming up at one time. And it's about looking at it and kind of addressing one thing at a time. Try not to overwhelm yourself, because if you overwhelm yourself, you actually won't accomplish anything. You'll just be stressed. You won't sleep well. All of those things, right? So allow yourself to kind of go, okay, I'm feeling this way, and why am I feeling that way? And that will kind of help you work through it a little quicker and a little easier. All right. Now those call lines are filling up. So how about we take a caller or two and just see how it goes tonight? Again, that call line here in the studio, 323-992-3115. Couple things. If you have a psychic question, just ask me what that question is about the specific area of your life, because this way it gets me right in there. There's no sense in me going into your love life if you really want to know about your finances, right? And with that loved one, let me know which loved one you would like me to connect to, because again, how they step forward may not be how you want to connect with them. All right, so let's go ahead. And just because of who you want, even if that person is not there, I want you to recognize that that's not because they're not around you or with you. It just means that there may be someone else stepping in because there's a message they want to get through to you. So I always think that's important too, okay? All right, here we go. All right, are you right, Tony? You ready? Okay, here we go. Number 1, 805. Hey, 805, you are on the air with Colby. Who is this?
Hi, this is Amy.
Hi, Amy. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good, Colby. How about you?
I'm doing great. What can I do for you tonight?
I was calling to see if you could connect to my son, Dakota.
Oh, I love that name, Dakota. Let's see. Now, I'm feeling, okay, so when I connect, though, I'm feeling Dakota either wasn't very old when he passed or like a very vibrant energy. Does that make sense?
Both of those things are true, yes.
He gives me the feeling like, I don't know if you're watching, but it gives me the feeling of like using his body a lot when he would talk to you, like very excitable. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Almost,
absolutely.
I think almost jumping up and down. Like he would jump up and down and get really excited.
Yes.
And he gives me a feeling, I have to tell you, he gives me a feeling though of always being grateful. Like I see a kid he's got such a pure soul and is always grateful for things that are done for him or given to him. It's almost like he had an old soul in that way. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, he gives me a sense, too, that something doesn't feel right in his system that also contributes to his passing. Does that make sense to you?
I don't have the concrete evidence of that yet, but they still have not provided us with a cause of death.
Okay, so
they had lots.
Let me give you what I'm getting, and then maybe if you can validate it later, you can validate it later. Does that sound fair enough to you?
Yes.
Okay, so what I get is that there's either a substance or a medication. There's something in his system, but I feel like he had a natural like say a heart issue that was undiagnosed. Like there's a natural thing with him that was undiagnosed, and I feel like there's a combination of this substance and this undiagnosis, and it's almost like this freak thing that happens. So that's the sense I'm getting around him. Okay.
Okay.
So I can tell you I can tell you that to me, I definitely get a clear sense of this being more accidental than anything. All right. So that's just that's what I get. That's what he tells me. None of this is purposeful. That I can tell you. I almost just feel like, when I forget her name, but there was the model whose sister was on medicine or asthma, and then and passed. There's almost a sense of this around Dakota. Do you not know anything around that passing, sweetheart?
No, we don't know specifics yet. He went to bed early because he had a job interview the next day, and then just didn't wake up.
I think that there's an underlying heart thing, or that's the sense I'm getting. And I wonder if he just didn't take some medicine, or it could have even been something over the counter. But I just think it was just this weird, this almost weird set of circumstances that happened. Okay. I get a sense from him though. He keeps telling me he loved to make people laugh. I know, like he loved nothing more than to see you laugh. So I think out of everybody, he would do things to taunt you, drive you crazy, because he loved to hear you laugh. Does that make sense?
That's definitely him. Yeah.
As a baby, I want to take you back in time, okay, Mama? Because as a baby, he was so clingy to you. He shows me climbing up you. You couldn't really even let him go. He just wanted to be with you all the time. And he
not just as a baby, as a grown person. Yes.
Because he shows me even when you would say, no, come on, let me do this. He just so loving up on you, so lovey-dovey. He just gave me chills and said, thank you for telling her. Yes, he gives me. Do you have his hair? Did you save his hair? Maybe it's even as a baby, but he shows me he's got hair, lighter colored hair. Maybe this is when he's younger, and you have a snip of it. Is that right, Mom?
Well, sort of. At the mortuary, I was plagued by the fact that they asked me if I wanted a lock of his hair, and that was a weird question, and I didn't know how to answer it, so I said I'd have to get back to them.
I got it.
And then I kind of put it out in the universe, and he came back and sort of told me, Mom, nobody cuts my hair but you.
That's okay.
And so I had to tell them no.
Right. What was interesting, I got to tell you, isn't it? First of all, I think it's so crazy that he brings this up, because he's also, in his way, he's validating you, right? He's validating your connection to him, which I think is wonderful. But he's also letting you know he was there, right? His spirit was there in that moment. So he was very aware of what was happening. But also, I think more to validate you, Mom. Yeah, you did the right thing. Because
good. That was my big concern. My big worry was we did a celebration of life.
Yeah.
Because he's spiritual. My big concerns were, did I make all the right choices?
Well,
was he happy with that?
I got to tell you, this kid, he's got a big voice, or he's singing, because I feel like he's letting me know you did do the right thing, but it's very excited. Like, he's very excited about this. So I know that...
To validate you, the singing excitement that he had is, I had to search the world and stalk people, but I finally found his shaman, and she was able to come sing a ceremony at his celebration.
Oh my gosh, I just got chills. That's incredible. Thank you. And
yes,
he gives me, it gives me this feeling where I see him on top of a mountain. So he may have either had a trip where it was on top of a mountain. Peru popped in. It may not be Peru, but just the idea of a trip.
He wanted to go to Peru to do healing stuff with his shaman.
Well,
so yes, that's correct.
So what he tells me is, he's like, Mom, you should see me. I'm on top of a mountain and I'm healing the world. So it's like he's actually healing from the other side, healing others, like he's working on it. And it's so crazy too, because I know this hasn't been that long, but what's so interesting about it is his soul was so enlightened, like he was such an evolved soul, right? That but for him, this kind of transition, easy breezy. He's like, Ma, you should see, I'm already working. He's like, they're already, he goes, I went to bed looking for a job and I woke up with a job, Mom. I woke up with a job. And he goes, I got it, and I got it better than I ever thought it was going to be. And so I know you're connecting to him. I know you're talking to him. He just showed me footsteps. I believe, have you heard him in your house yet, Mom? Because he's walking.
Yes.
Okay. Because he's validating with footsteps, he showed me. Did he... I'm just kind of curious more for me. Did he wear sandals too at times, or because sometimes he doesn't like his feet in sneakers, or he doesn't want them confined.
He doesn't. He won't sleep with socks. It's okay for a fashion statement, but then they have to come off. He has to be barefoot and feel the ground.
That's what he was showing me. So that's interesting. I love that. And he also, I also want to share with you, he gives me a sense of, I believe he left behind writings. Maybe, have you seen a journal of it? I mean, I know that's private stuff, but have you seen, I feel like he either kept a journal or some automatic writing. Do you have that from him, Mom?
There's about 6 journals in his room right now. I haven't gotten the strength yet to read through them. Also, he... was an artist, so lots of drawings and that kind of stuff.
I want to share something with you, and this is in your time, and here's the one thing I want you to do. I can tell you what he's telling me, and I will share that with you, but you also have a very strong connection with him, so I also want you to ask him directly, okay? He's telling me that you're going to take all of those journals and those images, and you're going to write a book on his behalf with his content. So I know that's probably a little soon to give you, but I also want you to make sure you double check with him. That's what I'm getting from him very clearly. And I feel like that is going to be part of your path. He's you don't get to get off the hook. Apparently he's making you do his work. So you're going to do his work on the earth on the earth realm, and then he's going to do the work on the spiritual realm.
Yeah, he's been very pushy about that. He wants me to continue to explore my medium side.
Definitely.
And help people.
Yeah.
But just to validate what you said about he was already out helping others.
Yeah.
After his celebration of life, multiple people approached me and said not only did they experience profound healing during that, but that they were also able to heal other people that had passed in their lives, and not just him, others.
So
and
sweet.
Several people had breakthrough experiences after his celebration.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I mean,
he is still doing magic.
He has a presence. Do you, I feel like he keeps giving me a J name. Like, I don't know if it's John or Joshua. Do you connect that name to someone either in the living or in the spirit world that he would be connected to?
There's a Don, who is his grandfather on the other side, Donnie. And then I'm currently sitting with his grandmother, who's Jan. She's here taking care of me since he passed.
Okay. No, because I keep feeling it's a J-O name. So it would either be a Joanne or a John, or that's more, maybe you can think on it and see even if it's someone's middle name, because I keep kind of getting a J-O. It's J-O I keep seeing. So
he has a friend Josh in the living.
Yeah, that's what I said. It could be in the, okay, thank you. Because I said it could be in the living. I got to tell you, I feel like he wants you to connect or reach out to Josh, because Josh is having a very, very, very tough time with this. Josh isn't as connected, I don't believe. So he wants you to connect to Josh and just let him know he's okay. Like, that's really important.
Okay.
And I believe you should check either they were trying to call or Josh didn't return a call. There's something with a telephone and messaging. So
Josh sent me a message before his service, but because I've never met Josh, I didn't know who it was, so I didn't respond.
Okay.
I didn't know them to be active friends, and now that you're saying this, it's a little, it's hitting a little hard.
Okay.
So I will absolutely reach out to Josh. Clearly, he was important to Dakota.
Yes, he is important to Dakota, and so I just want you, and I'm gonna share this part, and it's a little odd, so you're gonna have to bear with me. But the fact that it's popping in, I must share it in some way, and maybe it will make sense. I'm really hoping, because it's really weird and out there. Okay, so I actually have a Siberian Husky in spirit. And, I really believe in wolves and the spirit energy of animals. And his name was Dakota. And so I used to call him Coder Man. Coder Man! Mommy's Coder Man! So I feel like, Dakota, your son, maybe there's something with a nickname. Maybe there's something that you would call him. But he gives me a clear sense of acknowledging that.
Yeah, it was, it's Dakota, so it started out Cody and then went to Cootie and then went to Cootia and then Cody Bear.
Cody Bear, there you go.
The Husky is interesting how you're correlating that, because one of his closest friends, who's still in the living, raises Huskies, and that was the biggest healing thing for him, was spending time with
the pack.
8 Huskies attacking him.
Yep, the pack. So all of that. So I love that, it makes sense. Even though you called in, it's clearly your son choosing me, because I'm such a wolf and pack animal and husky lover myself. So he's probably like, oh, this is my girl, Ma, this is my girl to talk to you.
Well, he's pushing right now, because he knew I took the beginning of your class prior in Costa
you did?
Mesa.
Oh,
And
look at
then I
that.
backed out on the second day. I didn't come back.
Oh,
And he
my
keeps trying to
God.
push me to rediscover my gift and go help people because he knows I have it.
Oh my God. And I didn't even recognize that. Oh my goodness. You see that? Oh my goodness. You're not going to escape this, because he's way more
I know.
persistent. He's got you, Mom.
You guys are both pretty pushy. You called me 3 times
I did.
on the second day. Now
Yeah.
he's pushing me from the spirit world.
Wow. Oh, well, I got to give you lots of love and, through your path and through your discovery, you're going to help so many people. And, I know this is a difficult time for you, but I also, I just want to reinforce how much he loves you and how much he's with you. Okay, Mom?
Thank you so much. And he was happy with the way we did things.
Loved it. But he also, real quick too, and then I got to go, but he loved that you didn't make it soppy and sad. Like, it really feels very joyful and festive, and that's what he loves about it.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I needed.
Yeah, well done.
I thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, and lots of love to you, okay?
Thanks, Colby. Have a
welcome.
great night. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, that is a tough one, but what an incredible lady. I remember her. I didn't remember when she got on, but when she mentioned that class, I got to tell you guys, she was so incredible, such an incredible medium. I literally was like, you should be here. Why are you not here? And she just was like, oh, I got a headache. But sometimes people aren't ready. They're not ready to necessarily step into that purpose. But now she's got her son, so I'm sure he'll be encouraging her as well. Let me take another caller here. How about number 4, 757? Hey, 757, you're on the air. Or you're not.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, Colby. This is Linda. How are you?
I'm good, Linda. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. I have a little financial question for you. I have my house up for sale, and I want to know if you see it selling and how soon.
Well,
it really needs to go.
Okay. Well, it does. It's a little hard because I feel like with this house, can I just tell you, Linda, I think you got to reset the energy a little bit in it. Were you not living there at the time, or is there something weird that happened with,
No.
Because it makes...
No, I bought another house, and so that one's trying to be sold.
Okay, because it makes me, I just got to tell you, so if it hasn't been done, maybe what I would do is just kind of do it. I'm telling you, because I'm not a big sage person, right? It's not nearly my thing. I just want you to reset the energy in the house so we can reset the intention, okay? So
that's funny, because I bought a big thing of sage to do that like way before January, and I haven't done it yet.
See, your team is telling you need to do it, okay? I believe that's actually going to help. I believe whoever had it before, whatever happened, something needs to reset, all right? So
okay.
Now, I actually feel like if you push this hard and kind of make it a little warmer or a little more inviting, I actually think you can close this before right around Christmas, so Christmas, New Year, because it feels like it needs a bit of coziness. So figure out how to pitch the coziness of it, and I actually think that's what's going to help sell this. I don't think it needs to be on the market that long. I do believe you can sell it. I just think you got to shift a couple little things here, set it in place, and then I feel like it works.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
Not bad at all. You know, it's just a couple little things and you're going to see a big difference. Is there a way to add some warmth to it? Is there a fireplace in it or something where we can add a little warmth to coziness to the place?
No, actually, it's empty right now. Like I said, I've moved.
I see. I don't know. You know, maybe just see what you can do to figure out because people don't have an imagination. Like when it's empty, they're not really going to see it. So maybe just think about things you can do to add some warmth to it, because I feel like people need to see that it's a home. And I feel like that's what's going to help you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Lots
All
of
right,
love
thanks
to
a
you.
lot.
You're
Have a good
welcome.
night.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, how about let us do number 9, 815. Hey, 815, you're on the air.
Hello,
Hi there, who is this?
this is Tia.
I'm sorry, what?
My name's Tia.
Tia, how you doing, honey?
I'm doing all right. I'm actually in kind of a dark spot lately and kind of need some guidance.
Okay. Is there a particular area that you want me to go into, sweetheart?
Things have just not been really good for me. I've had family being
Ill
against me
and stuff?
and it's just been bad. I've actually been almost suicidal at times, and I'm in a really dark spot, and I'm just hoping that things will lighten up for me, maybe.
Yeah. So what happens to you? First of all, I'm sorry you're going through this, because I know you can feel really alone and isolated as you're going through it. And the other thing to do, talk to a professional that can help you when you're really contemplating that life death. Okay, I want you to do that.
Yep.
Now, what's kind of interesting too, I do feel like what happens when things get when we feel like everything is lost under us, I kind of feel like that's the way our guides work with us, to kind of remove things that maybe aren't healthy for us. So like you said, some family members are backing away, but to be honest, maybe they weren't the best influences in your life. Do you know what I mean? And so that could be why Spirit is moving them away. I also really feel like you have a beautiful heart. Like when I tune into you, you're so kind and you always want to help people, and you're kind of putting other people first all the time. And I feel like you're starting to feel like that's not reciprocated. And when you need some help, where is everybody? Honey?
Exactly.
Now, the other weird thing, Tia, did you have a history with God or a history with going to church?
Yes.
Because the first thing that I know, this is so crazy, but the first thing that popped in is to reconnect to God. So maybe think about getting back into church, because maybe there's a community of people there that will actually be good and honest to help you, right? That might just be to kind of get you out, because when you're in these dark places, we need someone that can help lift us up, right? Because you're not motivated yet to do it. You probably don't even want to get out of bed most mornings, But I kind of see this. I see it all leading to a big change for you. I see you. I actually see you kind of deciding, hey, I need to kind of get my life together. And I see you getting a new job with this. And I see in this job that you're doing something that is helping other people. Okay. And crazy enough, I think you're going to move. Have you been thinking about moving or thinking about changing?
Oh, I've been moving all month. I've literally been bouncing from house to house to house. I went to a festival Labor Day weekend, and my job was good, house was good, and come home and lose the job and lose the house, and went from being good to completely homeless. Yeah,
I feel like I know that's devastating, but like I said, I feel like what I want you to do is stay strong through this, okay? So, at the end of the day, you got to be that fighter. You got to kind of find that inner fight that says, I may not know the reason why all this is happening to me right now, but I have to trust that something better is coming along, and give that energy. I feel like I keep feeling like getting a job is actually going to turn everything around for you. So, and it's a shame, because I feel like if you could, ultimately, I got to tell you, Tia, if you could be a counselor, you would be an amazing counselor, amazing person to kind of be that support person to someone else, honestly. But what I want you to do is, and I know this is hard, honey. So if you need that professional help, seek it, or go to your church. I think because you got to have faith. Because having faith is what's going to give you the strength. I don't think the house is the first thing yet. It's getting that job, because that job is going to give you some self-confidence. And I know this is really a bad time, but I got to tell you, I don't think you enjoyed that job when you were there anyway. I actually feel like you were either thinking about leaving or wanting to leave and you just hadn't yet, because I see a new job coming in that's going to be a much better fit for you. Okay. So start to look into your community, get a job. Getting a job to do that, you're going to need that confidence to do that. That's the hard part. So even if you don't feel it, honey, I want you to fake it. I want you to go in there. You go to yourself to when you were your most confident self, and you go in there and you say, I'm going to walk out of here with this job. That's what I'm going to do today. And because you are really strong. Like you have a strong personality. You're feisty. You're a sassy pants. So
you're dead right.
Yeah. And so we just need to get that girl out. You're letting your circumstances defeat you. And you got to remember, you are stronger than those circumstances. These circumstances, honey, are temporary. And if you make a conscious decision, I am going to create something different right now, I really believe you can get the job. The job is the first thing. That's going to help you make some money. Immediately, you're going to feel better about that. Then that's going to help you. Then after a few months, take a look at that living situation, okay?
Okay.
One other thing, too. Just make sure that your system is clean. So I don't know if you're taking medication or if there's substances, but I want to encourage you to have a clean system. If a doctor prescribes something, that's something different, but don't numb your pain don't numb your pain with things that are not going, that things that lower your vibration.
Okay.
Okay, honey?
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay, good, sweetheart. Lots of love to you. You got to know you can do this.
Thank you so much.
You can do this, sweetheart. You just pick yourself up. Yeah. I want you to you're so strong. You get out there and you prove me right on this, okay?
I will, and I'll call you and I'll let you know.
I want to know. I want to, Colby, I got that job you said, and I'm doing much better. I know you can. I see it happening for you, okay?
All right, lots of love, hon. Thank you.
Lots of love. Have a good night.
Lots of love. You too, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You know, it's a terrible thing, when and that's the thing, for all of us, when your life, when a piece falls away or two pieces fall away or three pieces, you can see in a blink of an eye, it can change everything, and it can make you feel so defeated, even in your own life, right? But that's the time when your will and your grit needs to step in and pull you through it, because it's not your heart or your passion necessarily. Sometimes it's that survival instinct that needs to kind of kick in and pull you out of it. And when it does, she can create something so magnificent. And I bet she can it leads her to a life where she's feeling a lot more happy and fulfilled. So lots of love to Tia. Okay, how about number 8229? Hey, 229, you're on the air with Colby. Who is this?
Oh, hi, this is Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. How you doing? Nancy, do you smoke?
Yes, ma'am.
That's okay. Just calling you out. What can I do for you, sweet pea?
Today is my mother's birthday.
So Mother in heaven, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that's what I could feel. How about we talk to you want to hear a little message from your mom? Maybe that's why the smoking came in. It's her telling you to stop smoking, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, lots of love from her. She feels like, I don't think she was necessarily a big person physically, because she makes me feel like she's a big person personality-wise. Does that make sense around mom?
Right, absolutely.
Like she might be even tiny, but she is a lion.
Yeah, she only weighed 107 pounds.
See, that's what I got. This tiny lady, but you have brothers as well. Is that correct? Because she makes me feel like she's got sons.
Oh, one.
Okay.
Who is with her.
Okay, got it. Thank you. And she definitely acknowledges him. Okay. Now she gives me this sense, where I believe for her, I don't know if there's a farm connection, or do you know she ever grew up on a farm or was around a farm or anything like that, farmland?
She did, and it's located only about 4 miles from where I currently live.
Oh, got it. Okay, got it. Because she makes me feel like, I mean, obviously she would have worked on this farm. It would have been part of her thing. But she was very strong about it. I think even though she was small, she was such a strong lady. You know,
Absolutely.
I get a sense of cancer with her. Would you understand her passing from cancer? Would that be correct?
It could be. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're not quite sure.
Okay, you know there's an illness connected or some.
Right.
Okay, and then would you know with your brother, again, I feel like this is your brother, but it could be someone else. Would you understand either your brother, something, an illness, but maybe more in his kidneys or his liver or anything like that? Does that resonate for you?
Absolutely.
Was he a drinker? Is that correct, honey?
Very much.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he still likes to throw them back, I guess.
That I can see.
But you know, he makes me feel like he's he makes me feel like he's kind of one of those happier people when they drink. Do you know? He's funny and he's jolly and doesn't mind throwing in a good joke. He's not a good dresser though. I think he's I almost wanted to say a little sloppy. That might not be the nicest thing to say. But
Shorts and flip-flops.
Disheveled, didn't really care, that sort of thing.
Right.
Okay, that's what I was seeing as well. So together though, but she'd always take care of him. She didn't care, that's her boy and she's going to take care of him. She also, she showed me really quick. I got to slow that down. Sweetheart, in your house, in the windows, do you, what's that called? The stained glass, or do you have something hanging in the window that would have been your mom's?
Yes, I do.
Okay, she's acknowledging this. Okay, I get it. Thank you. She's acknowledging this. There's a strong bird connection with her. So do you understand seeing a bird, either a blue jay or a cardinal, and knowing that that's her around you? You have a lot of that with where you are?
Every day.
Okay, that's her. She's very much, but she likes it. I think either she had bird feeders out or hummingbird feeders, but she lets me know she really she's my kind of girl because I just saw a squirrel, so I know she enjoyed putting seed out for all the little animals.
Right.
Yeah, and so she gives me this feeling with you of, now this is really weird. I don't know why, but she just showed me 89. This couldn't have been her 89th birthday, right? What is her birthday? How old would she have been today?
She would have been 87 today.
Ah, okay. Is there a father on the other side as well that would have been 89, or is there another loved one on the other side that was 89 when they transitioned?
I'm sure there is, but right offhand, I don't know. Yeah.
No worries, sweetheart. She gives me 80. So I do feel like there's a sense to, she gives me that feeling too of being very independent. I believe she's an independent lady. I believe that it's definitely no nonsense. She don't care about things being fancy. She just wants things done. So it's kind of like she doesn't want your excuses.
Very much
I
so.
believe when you were younger, either you like to get dressed up and wear dresses and go out, and she'd be like, nope, you're going to clean, and this is what you're going to do. Like, were you like when you were younger, is it that you wanted to play more outside or, kind of party more?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but my job was Saturday morning to do everything in the house.
That's right. Yeah. So she sends me, but again, it was to keep you good. I think she was, your mom is very funny. She didn't want, I'm going to say in a nice way, your mom would have said it differently. Okay. She didn't want you to get pregnant at a young age.
There you go.
So one thing I want to share with you, honey, is that she's still keeping an eye on you. She's still checking in on you. And she's just letting you know that she loves you. And I know either today or tomorrow, you're literally going to have a bird come right up. Like it's going to be so clear, and that bird is coming right up. And that is just her letting you know she's giving you a kiss, letting you know she's right there. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Yes, very cool.
Okay, good. All right. Well, you have a wonderful night, and happy birthday to Mama above.
Oh, thank you so much. You too.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye. Okay. Let us get another caller in here. How about number 13? 609 is my local area code in my hood. So let's see who's from the hood calling in. Hey there, this is Colby. Who is this?
Hello,
Hi there.
Colby?
Yes.
No way.
Yes. Who's this?
No way. Did I really get through?
Well, so far.
Oh my goodness. 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 Colby. Oh, okay. Hey, how are you?
Good. Who is this?
This is Jacqueline.
Hi,
Jackie.
Jacqueline. What can I do for you, sweetheart?
Oh, there's so much you could do for me. but
Well, I got about
I
3
know we
minutes to
are
do what I
limited
can
time.
do.
So
What can I do?
I can't believe I got through. So
Aw.
let me just breathe because the mac and cheese is in the oven for everybody to eat dinner, and I'm going to have to take that out in a few minutes too. But oh my gosh, I can't believe I finally got through. All right, honey, tell me what my daddy's saying to me.
What, your daddy, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me what my poppy. Tell me.
Yeah.
There's
Okay, first of all,
something that needs to be said to me, and as harsh as it may be, I need to hear it.
well, and if anyone's going to say it harshly, it's him, because I do know I've got a no-nonsense guy with me. He's not the...
Oh, yes, you do.
He's not the most eloquent speaker, if you know what I mean. He
Well,
and he can be a little impatient too, can he? Is that make sense? Like, if someone normally he's pretty good, but I think if someone frustrates him, he'll just kind of let him know. He'll let him have it. Does that make sense around your dad?
if you piss them off, forget about it.
Yeah.
You're on the list.
That's right. Okay. And he
I'll let
also
you piss them off.
now he also gives me a feeling. I keep feeling too. Now your dad do you know if he makes me feel as if he could have had a better diet? Does that make sense? Like maybe he could have taken care of his physical body a little bit more, because I feel like his passing has to do with his health.
It did have to do with his health.
Did he have a
but
heart
it
attack?
was
Is that correct?
No.
Do you understand his eating not being so good? He just keeps giving me a feeling of eating not being as good as it could have been.
Well, let's just say that he enjoyed everything he ate.
Okay. So
But
thing,
it had nothing to do with what he passed from.
why don't you give us the passing real quick, just because I know the listeners are curious. So and then we'll sort out why I got what I got.
He had been diagnosed with lymphoma,
Mm-hmm.
and he beat it, and he went back for his 5-year, ring that bell checkup.
Yeah, and he still had it, or it was
and-
there. Okay. So
Yeah,
Jacqueline, I know, Jacqueline. So sorry, I only have 1 minute, and then my show cuts off. So I want to try to give you as much as I can in a minute, Sweet Pea. Your dad gives me, first of all, your dad was like super protective of his kids. So I know he would do anything for his kids. And he keeps giving, I got to tell you, he is giving you a little bit of a hard time, because he says that you're supposed to be moving forward and you're not doing it, that you've been procrastinating, and that he is pushing you to say, what are you waiting for? Like, well, I gotta just tell you, he said you're not getting any younger. That's not me saying it, honey, that's him. So I know that there's a sense where you're supposed to And there's something about work as well, because I feel like this is also in connection to what you're doing or what you're supposed to be doing. So I do know that he's giving you that shove to let you know, but he also gives you a big hug, and he's also telling you, you know what though, even as a parent, you're doing a fantastic job. Like, he lets you know there's like a lot of love for you, and he doesn't want you to be so hard on yourself, okay?
Okay.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh. I wish I could stay.
I have boys who will turn 25 in 25 days.
Oh, you see, you're doing just fine. You're doing great, though. All right, you're doing great. So stop beating yourself up
Colby,
over
I
it.
love you.
Oh, lots
You're
of
the
love. Thank you so much, and you have a good night, honey.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody. That is the end of the show. We took it to the end. I hope you enjoyed tonight. Please share, post, anything you want, and lots of love. Thank you for tuning in every week, for being here, and thank you for all the callers. I'm sorry if you didn't get through, but as you can see, we definitely had some healing that happened tonight. Lots of love, everybody. See you next week.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.